It is 2 minutes after 7, so I'm going to get this thing started because we already got a silent sheet going. So I just want to welcome everyone to Good Beans Cafe Creative Collab Night put on by the Creative Alliance. Thank you, thank you. If you want to learn more about the Creative Alliance, I suggest checking out their normal meetings, which is at Churchill's every Wednesday, except the third Wednesday, which is here.
Go ahead.
Every Wednesday at Churchill's from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Those are the meetings where everyone gets down to all the details of what's happening in the community and what you can do to participate with other like-minded artists and such. My name's Al. I'll be the host. If you have any questions, let me know. Sign-up sheet is currently right here. We allow 15 minutes to do whatever your art is. Please be aware of your audience. If there happens to be children here and your material isn't child-friendly, at least do the courtesy of letting the parents know, something like that. I appreciate it. Yeah, other than that, I'm just gonna get things started with James Blum.
So did you want to do whatever?
Don't trip on that rug.
The song you talked about? Just do it by yourself.
Do not trip on that rug.
Okay. Always good advice, because I can trip on virtually anything, man. Oh, yes, the second microphone. By which I refer to my clumsiness, of course, not any bad habits. For shame. All right. Change in the weather, change in the sea. Come back, baby, you'll find a change in my tuning. This fall is not kind on the strings, and they're stretching and they're compressing and what have you. I play I guess you'd call it an antique instrument, relative of the guitar, actually direct relative of the string bass, viola da gamba, which is like a bowed guitar or lute kind of thing. And it has gut strings. It's not mine, I borrow it. Can't afford that kind of thing. But strangely, I played that last week in rehearsal with all sorts of other guitars, mandolins, all that sort of thing. All the modern instruments with all the modern tuning pegs and steel strings and all the modern conveniences, what have you, they all went out of tune. And the old thing with the gut strings that you have to like pull the peg out to get it, that one stayed in tune. There's no logic to it whatsoever. Anyway, tonight we have, by request, the following little antique hillbilly number. Or maybe we will. Here we go. On a Greyhound bus, Lord, I'm traveling this morning. I'm bound to Shreveport and down to New Orleans. Been traveling these highways, been doing things my way. It's been making me lonesome on being me. Now her hair was jet black and her name was Colleen. Thought she was the queen of the Basin Street Queen. Let's hear it for Al. He's a great sound man. Yeah. She got tired of all the smoky white dreams. I began to feel lonely
how we got together and we cashed in our sweets, gave them to a beggar who was mumbling through the streets. Though there ain't no escape from the smoky white dream, only a lonesome. So low. At dawn I pray to the Lord of my soul. I say, dear Lord, won't you do right by me? You know I'm tired of being lonesome, all being me. Yes, I'm tired of being lonesome, all real me.
So, yes, there we go. Let's see how the voice does on this.
Stories in the funny papers. You can leave the villain hanging on the line. Swinging through the trees, ready, you'll see him later. In a suit and tie, sipping a little wine. Carry me to sunset, the whiskey river. Dip me in just as the moon begins to shine. Wash away my sins, man, tell me all's forgiven. You can leave me clean when on the shore I'm dry and I'm lying, just dying to tell you the truth. To tell you the truth, I'm not so sure as I was in my youth. Oh, when I'm lying. So we go and tell our soul tales at the local corner bar and grill a burger, fries, a stein or two. We can cheer the hero on the big screen snowball. Tip one to the villain till he's me and you. Yes, okay. Let's see here. If I were a teacher, I'd tell you what I would do. I'd quit my teaching and I'd work on a building too. I'm working on a building, I'm working on a building, I'm working on a building for my Lord, for my It's a Holy Ghost building, it's a Holy Ghost building, it's a Holy Ghost building for my Lord, for my If I were a preacher, I'd tell you what I would do. I'd leave off of my preaching and I'd work on a building too. I'm working on a building, I'm working on a building, I'm working on a building for my Lord, for my Lord. It's a Holy Ghost building, it's a Holy Ghost building, it's a Holy Ghost building for my Lord, for my Lord. Working for my Lord, for my Lord, working, 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 working. I tell you what I would do. I leave off my morning and I work on a building too. I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building for my Lord, for my Lord. It's a Holy Ghost building. It's a Holy Ghost building. It's a Holy Ghost building for my Lord, for my Lord. For my Lord, working for my Lord.
Yeah.
It's the hand. But anyway, thank you all so much.
All right, let's hear it one more time for James Blum. This next performer has his own open mic every first Thursday from 6 to 9 at the Lunch Studio. I highly recommend you check it out. And please give a warm welcome to Brian Pobocik.
Thanks, Al, and probably should make myself a mental note, maybe reconsider following James Blum. Good job, James. That's gonna be next to worthless. Okay. I wonder if that, you guys hearing that?
Yeah.
Well,
Percussion.
maybe
That's pretty.
maybe some point in time someday I'll dig out my fingernail clippers and I'll trim them off.
Yeah, because you don't have toenails.
My toenails are going to be coming out these shoes soon. No, I do not know you, though I've seen you around. I've seen you casting shadows when the evening sun goes down, and I've seen you writing music that gives the wind its sound. And I don't even know you, though I've seen you around. curious eyes, they flicker so deep, calling up warmth where the cold winds do creep. And you have filled me shallow, and you have filled me deep, and I don't even know you or the company you keep. And I've seen you walk on water, and I've seen you walk on coals, and I've seen you saving coupons, and I've seen you saving souls, and I've seen you casting shadows when the evening sun goes down, and I don't even know you, though I've seen you around. So I decided midday today that I'm going to show up here and I'm going to work on this theme tonight, and it's suggested by Facebook, and that's Back to the Future. Woo! So the songs I'm doing, the songs I'm doing tonight I wrote in 1985, and I also decided as a costume, because we're tied into with, and no one's called me on this by the way tonight, but we're tied into, this is October, we're tied into Halloween. And I figured I would wear my work clothes to the performance tonight. So in a kind of a odd little perverted, distorted, skewed little open letter to my 1985 self, I'm hoping that that little guy can in turn see me in my outfit, and maybe he'll make some different kind of choices in his life. And so don't be alarmed if in the middle of my next song I start fading out and do this science fiction paradoxes.
Johnny Be Good?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do Johnny Be Good.
Oh, come on.
No. But if I fade out and you never see me again, it's because in that alternative universe, Brian of 30 years ago made some other choices. But this is I was trying to think of what song I would sing in addressing this guy from 30 years ago, and he already wrote this song, so this is something he wrote 30 years ago. Suppose I lead you to the lion, and there he makes your heart immune. Throughout this crisis, and all this crying, suppose he helps us heal this wound. Then, would you dare to be vulnerable? Dare? Would you dare to be vulnerable? Then dare. Come on, dare to be vulnerable. You know, I look up to you. You shelter shards of flames unfurled. Sometimes it seems you're just not trying. Why share this shyness with the world? Suppose I lead you to the lion. Then, would you dare to be vulnerable? Dare, would you dare to be vulnerable? Then dare, come on, dare to be vulnerable. You know, I look up to you. Release your inner defenses. And all the guards you've hired for spies don't keep me from your soul and senses. What goes on behind those eyes? Come on, dare to be vulnerable. Dare, come on, dare to be vulnerable. Then dare, come on, dare to be vulnerable. You know, I look up to you. Wander through the, wander down the, I gotta get that line, sorry. Let's go with this. Wander through the jungle where lost astray. Down roads of gravel, down roads of dirt, broken glass and thorns. Listen to the lion roar, and someday you wear the crown of the never been hurt. Then would you dare to be vulnerable? Dare, come on, dare to be vulnerable. Then dare, come on, dare to be vulnerable. Oh, you know, I look up to you. Okay. Well, I could, I'm gonna try to do it without the little prompts, although maybe, I don't know. Can you adjust it so that it doesn't look like, you guys are gonna know I'm looking at this, but I don't
Well,
want
if you
the,
just turn it, right now, leave it where it's sitting, but turn it so that you can see it, and it's out of the cameras.
okay. Can I lift it just a little?
You want me to
And
do
that'd
that
be
for you?
fine. Oh, it wouldn't be much.
I mean, if you just turn it
You want to just turn it like toward the drums?
that way, like that, like, oh, no, you don't even have to do that, because it's out of the, it's out of
That
the
too
camera's
much?
range. You could have left it where it was at and just turned it.
Well, we're gonna
Oh,
move
you
it.
want us
We're gonna move
to
it
see
again
it.
anyway. Are you what? Are you reading
I
this?
don't mind if you see it, huh?
You need this?
You're trying to see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I can't see it from there. It's gotta be.
so you can pull it back where it was, there you go. Okay, you can leave it right there if you want, you can move it.
You're gonna edit all this part out, are you?
Yeah, it's not in there, and that's what I was gonna say, if you leave it right there, then you can't see it.
Or would you like it over here? Listen, right? Yeah, you got it.
I'm gonna try to do it with the, thanks Lee, thank you. So, I'm sure, Ron will give you a little more detail on this, but, the first Thursday of the month at the lunch studio, my open mic, I'm gonna be out of town. So I'm gonna work with, the plan now is to have Rod be the fill-in host on that particular
Oh,
night.
that's nice.
Okay, so back to 1985. I'm sitting in class, and I don't know what it is now, but it was on the Mott campus. It was the Mott Memorial Building, and it was part of the math and science annex for U of M Flint. This is 1985, early 85, and I'm in a bio lecture. I think I got that right, yeah. And so I arrive early and I have plenty of time to kill. I just go ahead and put together the song that I wrote. The idea was to write it as a satire about that family down the street that your parents told you to stay the hell away from. Only it wasn't long after I wrote it that I realized, well, my gosh, it's actually my family that I'm writing about. So it's called House of Snakes. House of Snakes. Maybe snakes can be kind of a tie-in with, but some people love snakes, but some people are frightened of them. So it may also be a tie-in with Halloween. the vermin we require for food. Bathe us with ignorance, keep our means cruel. Fattening frogs for snakes, with serpents on the prowl. We make friends with no one, and we all fear the owl. In a house of snakes, in a house of snakes, fear the wisdom of the owl in a house of snakes. There's no communication. This house stands accursed. We just sit and stare at one another and wonder who's gonna strike first. We don't care about the other's thoughts. We don't give a damn about their feelings. Just lock ourselves inside these doors and barricade the walls and ceilings. In a house of snakes, in a house of snakes, you don't trust anyone in a house of snakes. From the fountains of fortune to the mountains of mist, no matter whose trouble you're torching, you better keep one free fist. 'Cause in a nest full of snakes, you keep up on all the neighbors. One eye glued to yesterday's news and the other one on your neighbor. In a house of snakes, in a house of snakes, who's gonna strike next in a house of snakes? You can kid us, you can praise us, criticize at your own risk if you like. It's survival of the fittest, and you can never tell when we'll strike. Electricity travels at its own chosen speed, but we don't measure it none, we just take all we need. And all the excess energy is stored for future events, as when someone rubs us the wrong way, it's released at their expense. In a house of snakes, in a house of snakes, you grow up real angry in a house of snakes. All right, thank you. I'm okay?
Yeah. Brian Pobocik, y'all. All right, yeah, that's Lunch Studio every first Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. Check it out. Next we have Jonathon Harris. Is that anyone? Just think it might be.
Nice one, right? I like that song. And girl.
Thank you. I'm gonna be doing some poetry,
Oh,
freestyling. I don't have anything written or anything. So, alright, let's go. A star, I am in the way of you have to be far, far. As you loom on to what you are, just to consider life. As you wish upon a shooting star that you see the night. To that which in fact, how to meow a cat, a boom pow, or a wish. Wow, the sorrow of a sparrow. I look a lot forward to my imagination when I wake, to do whatever I can and whatever it takes. As I look to make up words and it makes no sense. I in my own sense as that. In such matters, to keep in suspense my thought, I've been dancing for a week for everything I've caught, to see butterflies and fly away as if I be one and a friend of mine be the other. The difference is, in my thoughts I can see my mother. And now here finally I realize that in the light of the wise, for those who can just shine, I see a lot cornered off in my mind by whoever that is, just to consider what you say can walk. So I talk, and I talk slow, and if I talk fast, I'll just grab. I am Boom the Thunder Dragon, taller than the tallest tree. Anything that you consider mighty cyclones when I sneeze. So if you have to consider me and my thoughts, or cornered off as all of us are, and where we sought, or whoever we sought out to be, we did just that, to make it somewhere with popularity isn't clear in fact, and clear is just a made-up word if it can make no sense. That in which who have the, of us who dwell on this planet so far away you see, for there is life beyond. And as the ghosts come in my mind and my imagination, every single song is song, I find that, who is this who I speak of to, that only I can see? Can you not, because can you see to understand not what is probably? Can you see anything that you ought to be? Is someone telling you not to say the wrong thing, and telling you how the world is brought and how it just brings, as if an illuminatic sun-like star you see? Uranus, Mars, Neptune, Mars, star, comet, asteroid, comet, star, Virgo, constellation, peak. You and me to greet, star. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's get into a story. Freestyle a good story here. About 2 years ago, I started, about 3 years ago, as the Mayans calendar ended. I think it was the first calendar to end since the passing of Christ. And it was a world coming to an end, they all said. It was December 21st, 2012. So I'm just gonna breeze through a nice poetic story. It was the day, it was December 21st, I say, as it closed in, was something to crash into the earth as they did the dinosaurs, as the ground out where the Grand Canyon sits in. If it was then a different word for end, the fin, a finale for us in our sensitive as we tally on so much to greet, of course, and touch. And touch is so important. As I walked around in the streets in my own homeless mind, only speaking to the skies and the hands that bind, or for those who can reach out to me as I discreet, I noticed myself running to the girl with feet in that of blind of the Garden of Eden, a girl in my mind, a ghost, as you all. My celebrity brings me to a proposition that can crawl. This was before I walked into the library and a girl walked up, sat next to me and started crying, saying my name. This was before when I had no fans. One fan changes everything, and then you're the man. If you're a girl, you're the woman. Amen, amen. But as I sat and wished and watched, inside of my stomach a bed came to view with a girl laying on it. You have good friends, as if the candy passed. But who this girl was an actress, singer, Selena Gomez. She stood there, and for 3 years she's still been standing there. As we go about to make sure that we can stand out, and as we speak clearly to make sure the talk is loud, she came to me and she said, and she asked how was I doing to get rid of magazines fast. And I said, let's stay, let's talk. And so we have been doing. You're out there listening, everything what I say is soothing enough, moving, grooving, intuitive. The responsibilities of my iniquities, felicitude, vividly, my vision, my eyes surprised. As we go and we continue to click in, where only you can hear me from so far away and deep within, as I seek, as I spread across the internet now, and is you should not good grab. In fact of that, repetition after repetition, I exercise my thought and mind. Deep inside my brain is something the feelings can just say so high. But that calendar, not because it did. That calendar did end that day, and you whom not because you listen, I do not kid. As no asteroid slammed into the earth and life went on, I noticed that in the movies and in the music where I belong, where, as you have just seen as it happens, any image or vision, anything that is just clapping. As my eyes turn into the movies and my movies turn to eyes, and everything around me, skin color, and as you say, so wise. As I saw the ghosts as they poured out of the building window, and as they followed me around to say anything was simple, I wondered that. And to her whom I comfort, who with a one-on-one connection, everything is on that, you just continue to onward, the comfort onward, the soul, the Iraq war that I left, everything is brought, no boredom, as an explosion, a bomb. To take a bomb and still live is a blessing on its own. But as the years tend to go by and no one mentions it, I find myself writing the new Holy Bible, and it's intuitive. It's my responsibility to, as you can all say so through. If that makes a wish to you, or if it makes no sense at all, just know that I'm still alone with this girl and everything tends to fall. So if I run into that, you heard my wish before, and my theory goes on, as you can say, it is so, or so loud, to boom, thunder clapping, me just rapping and singing to make sure it's all just happening. And I have, you should, because you should, you I, and I made no sense, such, orange much. That's good, thank you.
All right, one more time for Jonathon Harris. Thank you. Stepfinn's on Ray. No. Okay. While he's getting set up, one thing we also like to do sometimes, if someone has an event they'd like to promote this month, feel free to make an announcement. All the particulars, any details that you have, or anything that's happening. How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Are we enjoying creativity tonight?
Oh, yeah!
All right. All right, I'd like to do a little instrumental, throw some pieces of art together on notes, and try to go for the moment. Any chance to get? I like to enjoy guitar playing. Steve Vai is my hero. Anybody like Steve Vai?
Yeah. You should have
All right.
here.
All right, well, here we go.
That's all I'm gonna do for this evening. Thank you for your time.
All right, please give it up for Stepfinn Von Red. Stepfinn. Okay. Thank you. All right, lead to the stage. I'm seeing Terry.
Watch out for that carpet, guys. Again, the carpet is like, I know, it's like dripping people, man. It's dangerous. We gotta take it out of there. Yeah.
And it's gone.
Yeah, let me see how
So good. So do you have pneumonia, Jerry?
There you go.
Did you catch pneumonia? You look pretty healthy. Give you what? A word. You want me to tell you a word? A dog. Oh.
You comfortable there?
I sure
that
am.
word.
What key you got there?
This will be,
God. There we go.
for me. Why did you pick
Because
that
it's
word?
dog backwards.
G formation. Try a more difficult word. Come on, some more than 3 letters.
I don't know what you want to do.
You could have at least said, hey now.
Margarita. There you go.
Antediluvian.
Yeah.
Well, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Fantastic, and yourself?
I'm fine. Got Brother James up here. James will make you sound good. If you're just mediocre, or if you're bad, James will do it for you, man. Appreciate his help. We haven't worked anything out, but with James you don't have to because he's just a natural side man. A front man sometimes. Really good music tonight and good spoken word. Like it all. This song here was written by Willie Nelson, recorded by an old country artist named Ray Price that just recently passed away. Getting a little bit of a buzz here. We'll get right back on it.
They're gonna decriminalize that someday.
They probably will, yeah. That's what I'm worried about. There's a little place, a bar I play out in Linden, normally on Wednesday nights, and it's always good to come back here because people are actually listening, or at least they look like they are. But playing in the bars, you know, making me think of this song. It's called The Nightlife. Now in the evening, sun goes down, you will find me hanging around. It's a big line right here. My mistake. The nightlife, it ain't no good life, but it's my life. Well, many people just like me, they're thinking about what used to be. Oh, the nightlife, James, it ain't no good life, but it's my life. Oh, listen to the blues they're playing. Listen to what the blues are saying. Oh, the nightlife, that ain't no good life, but it's my life. All right, James, what you got? it's my life.
Song here. I'm kind of in that country mode, I guess. This song I played it here before. As a matter of fact, I remember playing this song when Ryan Bellows was down here, and Ryan had asked for something in the country vein, and he may have asked specifically for this. Knowing Ryan, who we lost a few months back, and we still think about him, of course. And there's a couple of references in this song to getting stoned and what have you, and that may be one reason why Ryan was a fan of this song, huh? Possibly. This will be the third fret cape. We'll see. It'll be E. Is it E flat?
A flat.
Okay. You know more about that than I would, man. I'm growing up with that old country stuff. We only had 3 chords, you know, pretty much back then. If they threw a 4th chord in the song, man, you had to scramble and get your chord chart out. Well, this song is called Along Here Country Boy, done by Charlie Daniels, written by Charlie Daniels and performed by him as well. Some folks say that I'm lazy, crazy as a loon, 'cause I get stoned in the morning, I get drunk in the afternoon. Kinda like my old blue tick hound, I like to lay around in the shade. I ain't got much of nothing, but I damn sure got it made. I ain't asking nobody for nothing, I can't get it on my own. You don't like the way that I'm living, just leave this long here country boy alone. Well, preacher man talking on the TV, putting down rock and roll. He wants me to send a donation, 'cause he's worried about my soul. Well, Jesus walked on the water, I know that it's true. But sometimes I think that preacher man like to do a little walking too. I ain't asking nobody for nothing, if I can't get it on my own. Well, you don't like the way that I'm living, just leave this long here country boy alone. All right, James. Poor man goes to work. Drunkard wants another drink of wine. A politician just wants your vote. I don't want much of nothing at all, but I will take another toll. I wish you right. I ain't asking nobody for nothing, I can't get it on my own. And you don't like the way that I'm living, just leave this long hair country boy alone. All right, Jake. what I mean about James, you can just kind of kick back and never tell you all. You can just sit here and move your hands, you know?
You're right, he can make anybody sound good.
Yeah, he make him talk, I tell you every time. Got one more here. This song wouldn't fall into the category of country so much. It'd probably be rhythm and blues, the kind of stuff I was listening to growing up. And this is, let's see, this is in the same tune. Yeah, make it easy, man.
Trying to give him a challenge, are you?
Lee, you better be careful, Jenny will think you're a redneck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenny should already know that. Man. Shouldn't be any doubt. This song is called When I Lost My Baby, I Almost Lost My Mind. Anybody ever go through that? Ever lose anybody? Have a hard time getting through it? Well, you haven't, but I have. I'll be honest about it. Good thing is, life goes on. When I lost my baby, almost lost my mind. When I lost my baby, almost lost my mind. She put me in a spin when she left me behind. Listen what I did, James.
Tell us all about it.
Well, I went to see the gypsy to have my fortune read. I went to see the gypsy to have my fortune read. Now I hung my head in sorrow when she said what she said. All right, James. when she left me behind.
Thank you,
James, James,
Oops.
stay.
Okay.
We gotta work it out.
You didn't know, but you're the backup guy. You got a full-time job back there now.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
10
gonna back up
steps
handle
to
this guy.
stardom, or whatever that is. 10 steps to stardom.
Last one, get comfortable. Thanks for the setup.
No, that's
Other
okay.
Al?
You better put your house shoes on.
Hey, James,
Okay, I got
back
that.
with me?
What's that?
Back with me?
Sure.
Let's give it up for Lee. And James. And Rod's getting his stuff up here.
Oh, I'm plugging. All right. Hey guys.
Hey.
Dude.
Pretty good yourself? I have an announcement for you.
Do tell.
And you might like it. If you like to make zines or have heard what a zine is, who can tell me what a zine is? Raise your hand. A little bit. Yeah.
Is that like a pamphlet?
Kind of, sort of. It is a mini.
Like a
Recirculation of a thing that developed initially on the punk scene and then became its own little subculture. In a zine, you can write pretty much anything. It can be about social topics, socio-cultural, socio-political, socioeconomic. It can be
Sociopathic.
Cats and dogs. It can be,
Sociopathic?
I suppose. The sky is the limit, and there is no limit to the sky.
Cats and
We
dogs kill each
have
other.
three. Mustard Mondays is hosting three zine making open nights. Yes, only free.
We like free.
Exactly.
Bad company too.
And they will be at the Flint Local 432 from 6:30 to 9. The first is this coming Monday, October 26th. Again, at the local. You can find more information on the Mustard Mondays Facebook page or ask me about it. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
It's free, but please bring some kind of charity.
Well, I'm gonna ask you about it. What's it about?
It's not
Shit.
making zines. It is a night for us to get together. It is a night for us to get together and make and learn about making zines. We'll be making our master copies of what we would like to make. Is that cool?
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
Brian announced earlier that 2 weeks from tomorrow, which will be November 5th, the Thursday night open mic at Lunch Studio, I'm hosting it for him because he's going to be out of town. He failed to mention that when I host it, we provide free booze.
Wow. Does Tracy know about that?
Not really.
I wish.
This isn't on tape, right?
But I hope you
And Tracy
get a
won't be
chance to come
watching
down.
it.
How much the booze gonna cost me?
We getting all these drunk people banging on the door next time?
Well, you wake up in the morning, you hear that work bell ring, go marching to the table, you see the same damn thing. Ain't no food up on the table. Ain't no fork up in a pan. But you better not complain, boy. You'll be in trouble with the man. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special midnight special. Shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine its ever-loving light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine its ever-loving light on me. I always love election season, even though it starts the day after the previous election, but the closer we get to people actually voting in primaries and stuff, I have kind of a morbid fascination with the death penalty argument. It seems like we forget all about it, and then all of a sudden, about a year before we're going to elect a new president, all the states in the South and the West start executing people left and right. I guess they're just, you know, hey, we got 15 people on death row, we might as well get rid of them now because the next president might figure out a way to ban the death penalty.
Or register them to vote.
Or whatever. But anyhow, I've always thought this was probably the world's preeminent song about the death penalty. The warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest, and I heard him tell the warden just before they reached my cell, my guitar playing friend to my request. Let me sing me back home, the song I used to hear, make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. Well, I recall last Sunday morning, a choir come in from off the street just to sing a few old gospel songs. And I heard him tell the singers, there's a song my mama sang. Could I hear it once before you move along? Could you sing me back home, the song I used to hear? Well, I was gonna do Maria from West Side Story, but since I can't sing with her shit, I'm doing Johnny Cash now. Thank you, James.
My pleasure.
Did Johnny Cash write that song?
Yes.
You think he wrote
Yes,
it?
he did.
What is-
All right, please give it up for Rod.
And I tell you,
Hi, James.
when Bob Dylan covers one of your songs, you know you wrote a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
didn't even get to bite everybody this time either. Okay, I know something that's coming up Saturday is Rocky Horror. You guys have never seen the Rocky Horror, it's really cool. It's gonna be at the Masonic Temple at 7 and also at 11.
I do not have a glove.
Hi.
Boo! I'm not
Boo.
electronic.
They don't like Rocky.
My name is Phil.
Hey, Phil.
Nighttime escape while the city sleeps. Our love will be awakening soon. Your breath on my skin, the stars to my back. Our bodies both covered with dew. It is no secret what we plan to do. Whisper it loudly, the words I love you. Breaking the silence as loud as we can. Passion is screaming, no destiny plan. When we whisper it loudly, the words I love you. I never thought I'd fall in love. The door to my heart had been shut. Too many times my soul's cut and blood from lovers I thought I could trust. You showed me hope I thought I'd lost. Whisper it loudly, the words I love you. Breaking the silence as loud as we can. Passion is screaming, no destiny plan. When we whisper it loudly, the words I love you.
All right. Thank you.
I work hard with my hands each day, just trying to make another dollar. She was brown eyes and sad, a rich rancher's only daughter. We were two worlds apart. She had the house, I lived back in the stable. She would sneak out at night, feed me scraps from her daddy's table. We sat under a tree and talked about things that were nothing more than dreams. She said her daddy had some plans for her, but he didn't care for me. Then one night our lives became like words in a sweet love tune. She awoke in my arms looking up at that quarter moon. Next quarter moon, this is where I'll be. Next quarter moon, under this tree. And I will always love you no matter where I'll be. Next quarter moon. Winter turned to spring and summer. Then there came another fall. So many nights I'd wait under that tree for no one at all. I heard she moved up north and married some rich real estate tycoon. I heard that she cries each night when she looks up and sees a quarter moon. Next quarter moon, this is where I'll be. Next quarter moon, under this tree. And I will always love you no matter where I'll be. Next quarter moon.
Yeah. Thank you.
Those
the first two I wrote. Thank you. And then this last one, I did not write. I don't know who wrote it, but it's a good, soothing song. Once I figure this out. May your problems, I can do that. May your problems all be small ones, and your fortune 10 times 10. May the good Lord bless and keep you until we meet again. May your days be filled with sunshine and bluebirds in every tree. May there be silver lining behind every cloud you see. Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrows. Never mind what might have been. May the good Lord bless and keep you until we meet again. May your days be filled with sunshine and bluebirds in every tree. May there be silver lining behind every cloud you see. Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrows. Never mind what might have been. May the good Lord bless and keep you until we meet again. Thanks for having me.
Phil McCrory. All right. Do we have Ashley in the house? She's out.
Ashley House.
Take a picture of it.
Oh, thank you.
So do you.
Oh.
Look at your face. Side of my face.
You see a side of her face?
Those little kids painted it last time, and that's their little hearts. I should change places.
Ashley! Okay, the first song I'm gonna do is called San Francisco, and it's by Out with the Old. What did you think about those 3 days you were gone? Did you miss me and every word I said to you? Like I miss you, oh God, I love you. Won't you just come back and take away this pain tonight?
Won't you just come back and take away this pain tonight? And I guess at the end of it, I just wanted someone to tell me that it's all going to be alright. I guess at the end of it, I just wanted someone to tell me that it's all going to be alright. And what did you think about those 3 days you were gone? Did you miss me and every word I said to you? Like I miss you, oh God, I love you. Won't you just come back and take away my pain tonight?
All right.
Okay, the next song I'm going to do is called Colors, and it's by Halsey.
Your little brother never tells you, but he loves you so. You said your mother only smiled on her TV show. You're only happy when your sorry head is filled with dope. Hope you make it to the day you're 28 years old. You're tripping like a saturated sunrise. You're spilling like an overflowing sink. You're ripped at every edge, but you're a masterpiece. And now I'm tearing through the pages in the ink. Everything is blue, his pills, his hands, his jeans. And now I'm covered in the colors, fall apart at the seams. And he's blue, yeah, he's blue. Everything is gray, his hair, his smoke, his dreams. And now he's so devoid of color, he don't know what it means. And he's blue, yeah, he's blue. Was a vision in the morning when the light came through. You know I've only felt religion when I've lied with you. Said I'll never be forgiven, tell your boys are too. And I'm still waking every morning, but it's not with you. You're tripping like a saturated sunrise. You're spilling like an overflowing sink. You're ripped at every edge, but you're a masterpiece. And I'm still tearing through the pages in the ink. Everything is blue, his pills, his hands, his jeans. And now I'm covered in the colors, pulled apart at the seams. And it's blue, yeah, he's blue. And everything is gray, his hair, his smoke, his dreams. And now he's so devoid of color, he don't know what it means. And he's blue.
Thank you. I'm going to switch to the ukulele.
Okay, now plug it out.
He's not back.
Okay. I guess we make our own rules. Mic's okay?
Yeah.
Just right about in front of the whole
Okay, this song is called Blank Space, and it's by Taylor Swift.
Nice to meet you where you've been. I can show you incredible things. Magic, madness, heaven sent. Saw you there and I thought, oh my god, look at that face. You look like my next mistake. Love's a game, want to play. New money, suit and tie. I can read you like a magazine. Ain't it funny, rumors fly. And I know you heard about me, so hey, let's be friends. I'm dying to see how this one ends. Grab your passport in my hand. I can make the bad guys good for a weekend. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over. If the highway's worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers. Oh, they'll tell you I'm insane. But I've got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. Cherry lips, crystal skies. I can show you incredible things. Stolen kisses, pretty lies. You'll last like a daydream. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain. I got a long list of ex-lovers, and they'll tell you I'm insane. Cause you know I love the players, you love the game. Cause we're young and reckless, we'll take this way too far. It'll leave you breathless, or with a nasty scar. I got a long list of ex-lovers, and they'll tell you I'm insane. But I've got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. Thank you.
Give it up for Ashley. Is there a Jason H in the house? All right.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Your mic is not working. Check the on switch first. That's good to know. See me, it's okay.
All right. How you guys doing tonight? Good. Good. That's great.
How are you?
Pretty. Excuse me. What now? This is not the conversational part. This is the part where I talk to you and then you laugh. That's all there is to it, okay, folks? It's really simple.
Questions.
Okay, I got it.
I guess I shouldn't ask questions, should
Yeah,
I?
no, I said the rhetorical questions.
Ask a rhetorical question, get a rhetorical answer.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm trying to eat this. I'm done. Come here. There we go. All right, folks, my name is Jason, and I have been trying to do this for a little while. Previously, before this, I worked in customer service, which is a very difficult job, but in case you didn't know, God was also a customer service agent. That's right. When Adam was in the garden, he saw all the animals. They all had another companion. So he went up to God and he said, God, look, I need a companion. And God said, I will make you the most beautiful, the most wonderful, the most ingenious creature in the entire world. And Adam said, well, how much is it going to cost me? God said it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Adam said, well, what can I get for a rib? See, God was the first customer service person. He had to deal with customer service. See, I work at a hotel, okay? So I see all kinds of crazy stuff all the time. You don't even understand, all right? I saw 2 antennas get married. Do you understand that? 2 antennas got married. The reception was amazing. It was amazing. I had a photon try to check in. You understand this? A photon. All right? He had an ID and a credit card, so I had to let him in. Right? Gave him his keys. Asked him to need help with his bags. He said, nope. I'm traveling light. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's the science and a hotel joke. That's right. I put them together, and that's what you got. All right? I've worked at some nice hotels and I've worked at some bad hotels. Worked at a really nice hotel in Colorado. It's beautiful, lots of snow everywhere, right? I had lots of celebrities that always came. They had a spa, right? They had indoor tennis courts, a bowling alley. It's crazy. It's a wonderful resort, right? Saw people like George Clooney, Salma Hayek, Brian Williams was there, allegedly, with Tupac and Elvis. I don't know, the story keeps changing. That's all I'm saying, the story keeps changing. You can find it on MSNBC now. It's amazing. I also had Will Smith stay at the hotel. The reason why I remember that Will Smith stayed at the hotel was because there was a blizzard. So we had to account for all the guests that were in the hotel. And the only person we couldn't find was Will Smith. So we had to send out the search and the rescue team, right? They radioed me and asked me, what are we supposed to be looking for? I said, I don't know, there's fresh trout on the ground. Did you look for some fresh prints? That's right. That's right, folks. It gets better and better. That's right. I had one guest who came in. Yeah? Okay. Busted down the entire front entrance. It was crazy. It was crazy. She came in like a wrecking ball. She came in like a wrecking ball. It was crazy. That's right, but for every classy place, for every nice resort, there's dozens of horrible, cheap, dirty motels. That's right, they aren't classy. That's right, they don't have any housekeepers. The housekeepers scatter when the lights come on. That's right, in the lobby there's pharmaceutical entrepreneurs and professionals. That's right, the safest place and the cleanest place in the entire hotel is in the parking lot. That's right, that's the kind of place that you don't want to be at. The kind of place where when you walk in, immediately see a bulletproof wall or a bulletproof window. That's the kind of place you don't want to be at, right? And I've worked at some of these places before. They are just disgusting and filthy. I had a lady, she sent her daughter in. Okay, now first of all, when you pull up to a hotel and you see a bulletproof glass, your first inclination should not be to send your child in, okay? Save your children from whatever this bulletproof glass is protecting. All right? So she sent her child in. And the kid asked me, she said, do you have any rooms available? And I was like, no, I don't have any rooms available, I'm sorry. So then she asked me to use the bathroom. I said, okay, it's around the corner. So she's in there for like 10 minutes. This guy's like 9 or 10. What were her parents thinking? Like, at what point, when the kid did not come back out, after asking one single question, did their parents go, well, should we call the police? Or is there a problem? Or do you think they were just dancing in the car going, I got one less problem without you. I got one less problem without you. Yeah, but you gotta understand, parents, that parenting doesn't stop once you drop your kids off at the hotel. There's all kinds of crazy people in the hotel. You just don't get it. Just because I'm nice when you check in at the hotel does not mean that everybody who is staying at the hotel is going to be nice. There are some scary, scary people in hotels. You have to understand that. Besides the roaches. All right? And then being a customer service agent, you get to be everything to everybody all the time. People walk in the front door, they ask you all these questions. What's the weather like? What's going on in town? Are your rooms clean? These are all very important questions that people ask when they come into the hotel, right? But people also want you to be like a philosopher or astronomer, supposed to know what their sign is. So I had one lady who came in, right? So she starts telling me this sob story about how when she was a teenager, she had to give up her twins. One kid went to Spain, was named Juan. One kid went to somewhere else, was named Mal, right? So she finally got in touch with her kids several years later. One sent her a picture, right, with the letter. She's telling me all about it, like I care, right? Okay. So after a little while, I'm trying to get her to realize the story's finished. So I said, okay, fine. You show me this picture of Juan, can you show me a picture of your other son? And of course she said, well, they're identical twins. So once you've seen one, you've seen them all. All right. Thank you. Haphazard applause.
All right, let's give it up for Jason. I have to say, he was here last week, and what I said at the beginning of the open mic today is to know your audience. So if there's kids around, you know, you keep your material appropriate, and he did that while those kids were there. And so that actually takes a lot of skill to rein it in. So give it up for Jason. All right, please welcome Alex Markoff to the stage.
How's it going?
All right. Pretty good. Pretty halfway decent.
Well, I'm going to give you the update on my poems. 5 new ones. The life and death of an American slogan. That would be the life and death of an American slogan. Great tasting food, amazing coffee, sells the goods and the establishment. Introducing the new frozen mocha chiller, a refreshing whipped topping innovation of great tasting, amazing. Our fair price, our self-esteem now brand new and on the rise, but wait, We also believe in great service, and that is the impetus behind our newest taste sensation, the texture and the irresistible, hot and cold, interchangeable, whipped. Go slower, taste the difference, experience the extremely tasty food. And now, finally, the hotter. Our great coffee deserves great food. Amazing. The tender, juicy steak and the melted cheese and our signature. We are not just a bake shop and a coffee house that serves great tasting and amazing food and drinks for an unbeatable price just around the nearest corner. Coincidentally enough, we are also exactly what you've been waiting for. Empire. Night has fallen over the city of Miami. Along the highway just outside the encrusted city itself, enormous in terms of what it entails, the smell of piss, the thought of war where there is no war. Vampire teeth teeter along the rust until there is no rust, just a tiny light above the water. Smoke settles where there is no smoke. Someone the size of a building sits within the imprint of a man. The chorus. The song has started and I don't know how it goes. What exactly will rise upon us as the chorus? What is it? What is it? Somewhere very far away, the chorus ripples like a headache. A grain of salt is spent hastily as it glows on the tip of a crescent moon. What is it? The chorus is smaller than a speck as it arrives on the tip of my tongue, a strange dance that simply disappears. Somewhere very far away and just inside the surface of my skull is where my brain and the chorus meet, like best friends who always forget each other's name. Yeah. So this is from my work at Goodwill in Flint. Okay, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. The standard sign. I must at least identify the fact that I clean the toilets at the thrift store and that I don't wear gloves and that I use toilet paper that falls apart around the off-white, yellow, and brown spotted surface and that I dab and that I have to reload and do the same thing 2 more times. The young blonde woman smiles at me as I'm about to mop the woman's bathroom. She says sorry and thank you and pushes the door open. And as I stand outside the woman's bathroom waiting for this hottie to finish taking a piss, I notice that the standard sign is looking in my general direction with her copied and circular face, her bleach white blank face, and her dress that triangulates her very wide stick figure hips. She is bloated and overused. People ignore her importance and always avoid placing their hand on her. Yeah. I'll give you a little bit about where this next poem is coming from. I'm kind of tired of the ongoing battle between people and cancer. Like, if someone dies of cancer, they lost their battle with cancer. It doesn't ring true to me, and I think it's a negative way of looking at a disease that really doesn't know what it's doing. It's just an illness. So this touches on that. All right. An enemy within. On a crisp, sunny morning, she arrives at the kitchen table with her hot coffee and oatmeal. Her half smile tells us that she is winning, despite the baldness of her head and her barely noticeable determination to outdo an enemy that is only found within. People walk for 2 days straight in order to enjoy a moment, to sit down and ignore this enemy as it behaves in such a way that it would indicate no behavior. It knows nothing of struggle or of its own life or death. In the morning, her thoughts reside somewhere where they are not alone, as she thinks such a thing as a lonely thought, a thought that still has company. In the morning is when she is at her most comfortable, in the spotless kitchen that overlooks the green yard and the budding leaves as they begin their green lives. Thank you.
That last thing you did. I'm a stage 3 cancer survivor, 8 years.
Yeah.
There's nothing, and all of you remember this, there's nothing more offensive to a person who has cancer than to say to them, you're fighting cancer. Because that insinuates that the people that die did not fight. And that's not true. Like he says, it's uncontrollable. What I tell people is they say, you won your fight against cancer. I say, no, I was lucky. I responded to treatment. Some people don't. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
All right, you can give it up for Alex. We have third Eyezik in the crowd.
Yeah.
Come on up.
Just need the mic. Yeah. I'm gonna just do a couple of songs, well, 3 songs from my new mixtape. Okay. I laugh at interpretive dancers, running the mark of the beast through the scanners, unleashed on the savannah to increase the mana. You can either clamor or get beat with hammers. I'm as fucked up as my speech and grammar, breathing cancer with an air of fleeting grandeur, a devious seed and planner, a fan of Alexander, a natural commander, a necromancer with disrespectful banter. I got doomsday scheduled in my planner. Bruce Banner, Covenant Gamma, radiation, a werewolf staring at the moon about to shapeshift, crashing spaceships in the buildings. Fuck that plane shit, this that ape gang orangutan shit. I've been dropping flames since before Saddam Hussein moved out of his mama's cave. I wish Obama would hang, I voted for John McCain. Demonic brain, covered in vomit stains. My brain waves remain enslaved in this lyrical maze for days. I'm at a spiritual phase. I perform miracles every time I appear on the stage. I'm not the devil, I just masquerade. But I've seen his ass before, how do you think this mask was made? I had to take his actual face, I put it on my dad's grave. My forehead's engraved with aid, orchestrating a ballet of the macro bay. How could you rappers amaze someone with half a brain? You're just a bunch of faggots engaged with vaginal traits as fragile as grapes, a waste of matter and space. I'm a dragon enraged, dragging his prey back to his cave through a pattern of flames, creating an elaborate maze. Madder than any hatter insane. My head's a basket of snakes. Matter of fact, a shattered vase full of dead flowers that haven't been replaced. Pages bedazzled with hate, scribbling at a staggering pace till my battery drains. Manufacturing pain, slashing through veins on an average day. Masturbate with a massive blade at a faster pace for the last of days are but an hourglass away. Meet my dastardly new persona. He won't stop till he has your kids' asses glued to the sofas. Drooling under massive gnosis, attaching plastic explosives to postage packages. They should hang the bastard who wrote this. It's tragic, I know this, but I still laugh at those kids as they indulge in this like vultures. My brain gathers voltage deeper than the vastest ocean, with a dash of psychosis and irrational emotions. A morbid illustrator, warped mind as sick as Vader's. A tortured entertainer, programming the masses with anger. Mayor of the never never, my darkness shines like raven feathers. Insane professor, entertaining deranged conjectures. Drinking your brains like nectar as I explain these lectures to you lame transgressors. And that's my first one. I'll come Mike. What's up, man? This is my second one. I was like, an android powered by cannabinoids, commander of the convoy of demonic boys spawned from a void, deployed to annoy and destroy these negroids. They can't even see me, just my decoys. I'm sick of all this weak noise. I'm a fucking dog, I treat the game like a squeaky toy. I'm harder than sneaking on creaky floors. Please be warned, I wasn't even born, I was hatched from an egg, just a head with a set of horns attached. You'd be surprised by how normal I act when I'm not killing or stealing or nailing a baby to the ceiling. Soak a puppy in blood till he looks like a little Clifford. Sprinkle him with lime, then I'll cook the little critter. Dr. Kevorkian sticking forks in a porcupine, eating him alive like a crocodile, but in a fourth of time. A warped mind. Now don't make him pissed or he'll be taking your acquaintances and replacing them with imaginary friends. General Grievous with the genitals of Jesus. Demented cynical genius. This endless thesis won't release its grasp in your soul if you read this. Tentacles reach for beneath the pages and grab you by the skull, put you closer to each your faces and seep your hatred and speak of Satan as creeps related. Where's he been waiting in a creepy basement with me, eating mosquitoes, frogs and mice chomping them down like Doritos, drowning in needles, blood as black as ink when I bleed though. This ain't white music, this ain't black music, this is gray music, so aliens will use it. This shit is poisonous, I hope your baby's getting to it. I'm underground like alligators in the sewers. If you're feeling agitated, listen to this. Madness, hatred, wicked ruthlessness. If you're fucking scared, grab your crucifix. Now who's this sick? These rappers ain't impressing me, I got the magic recipe. Come against me and it'll be tragic definitely. Ingesting them seeds. When I approach, the peasants flee. Unpleasant dreams sent to collect the screams of lesser beings. And that's the second. This is the last one. I was like, black clouds follow me, snarling like animals, and it rains pianos, but no one thinks they're tangible. Feels like I'm being devoured by a billion mandibles, surviving like a cannibal, on an island stranded alone. No one left to eat, so I chew myself to pieces, watching as my health decreases. Back and forth the sands as I trail these beaches, hiding from the hellish creatures. They salivate because they smell the secrets. Retreating to my cave and I seldom leave it. Haunted by a sea of staring eyes, a stormy mind is my parody of paradise. Narrator of a scary life. This must be the scene where I die. Tie a blindfold, smoke some weed and get high. Cause blood is all I see in the sky. If murder's all she wrote, does she need a reply? Real shit, I can see my future in these crystals. So nuke them with missiles and I'll salute them with pistols. The night was as cold as ghost kisses. Writing a suicide note with both wrists slit. So close to death, I can see the sulfur on his breath. No, I can smell the sulfur on his breath. You can see my heart, there's a hole in my chest. I guess my soul's hex possessed, so before I rest, might as well open and confess. Together till the end, bitch, is how it should have ended. Now I'm in the trenches, fighting back the devil and his minions. You should have been my angel, but you're just another henchman. Now I'm feeling strangled, bring the blade across my skin while you play the violin. A nightmare I am in, and I don't feel the pinches. Only I can end this, only I can end this. And that's the third one.
All right, give it up for third Eyezik. We're gonna bring Kevin Kelly down here.
Hey, seeing how we're doing this acoustic, why don't you come over here and sit right, make the friend move over one. Would you?
Yeah.
So then you can.
Oh, I see, but that's mine. Okay.
Yeah, this will be fun like this. Anybody want to sing, please sing along, you know, on any of my songs. Okay, this one's Maggie.
Except for Terry.
Whatever you want. If it comes up.
No tripping either.
Okay, so this one's Maggie May. how many minutes was that? Lost in there.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, this one, I was going to do a song by Brett. It's called If. Think this out. Yeah. It's an A. Right. Okay. Okay, here we go. If a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't I be true? Words could never show. I've come to know if a ship could launch, a place could launch 1,000 ships, then where am I to go? There's no one home but you. You're all that's left me to. And when my love for life has all run dry, you come and pour yourself on me. If there could be two places at one time, I'd be with you forever and a day. Beside you all the way. If the world should stop revolving, spinning slowly down to die, I'd spend the end with you. And when the world was through, then one by one, the stars would all go out. Then you and I would simply fly away.
You want to sing the song?
I'm happy to sing the song
All
with you.
right, okay, good. We're going to do I Will Survive.
Okay.
So, let me get her first.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and sing first. Thanks.
Like,
Good.
you can probably, oh.
We had some technical difficulties. Thank you for your. Oh, okay. I really don't know where to stand. Not good.
Yes, it's-
Thanks.
Yeah.
Got the reference.
Also, I had.
It's kind of like it's really recording. And then this beat, and then he's spinning forward.
I'm thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong. And I learned how to get along, and so you're back from my space. I just walked in to find you here with the sad look upon your face. You should have changed that stupid life. I should have made you leave too. I don't know for just 1 second you did back and bother me. Boy, now go, walk out the door, just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. When you once tried to break me with goodbye, you think I
for you. Whew, that's a lot of work, David. Thank you, everybody. All right.
All right, well, today I brought rap with me, one spoken word, and then also an assignment in class I worked on today. And I did just pass my English, it's called my English GED test.
Nice!
I'm gonna start it off with the rap, and honestly, it might be sort of offensive. There's cuss words in it, and this isn't usually the normal audience I rap for, so.
You can't use those words if they weren't on the test.
Alright, I got you. Alright, I was like, this is not another rap about bitches and weed. It seems to be the haters can't get off of these. Those are my nuts. If you're offended, I don't give a fuck. You're related to a vacuum because both of them suck. Shit, I didn't have help for no one when I was down out of luck. Just stayed right and doing me and just kept smoking blunts. I felt like fuck everything, friends included. Even felt suicide was my only solution. Brains polluted. Cock back, aiming a Ruger. Striped shirts in my closet feeling like Freddy Krueger. Beat bruiser, rap raper, Mr. Kill every fucking song. Asking God, why am I still broke? What am I doing wrong? I keep it honest, show love, and I'm a great friend. Even if it's my last dollar, my bros and I will break bread. I'll eat your pussy, bitch, I bet I get great head. And if I tried hard enough, I could probably be a great kid. But I'm still doing dumb shit on a daily basis. Breaking into cars, tagging graffiti in abandoned places. APE, always perfect entertainment. SAFE, they're not when I make it. I should be caged and I'm flying normal occasions. Once my clothes either had to steal or sell weed. When my Uncle Bill died, my mom bought me 12 jeans. I can change a couple lives with just 12 G's. And honestly, the music isn't fucking with my LPs. Just face it, bitch, you're great while you hating shit. I don't like girlfriend, just fuck a hoe. When date a chick, I only got two loves. The first is a love for rap, the second is my family fuck with it. Get sprayed with a Mac. Click clack, get back, on point, tic tac. These shit, I am get off of my nutsack. I'm really that ill, rub, really for real. I'm really that ill, rub, really for real. I'ma send my truck tipped over, chemical spill, lyrically on this shit, and I've been for a while. Think the same, it's obvious that you're going through denial. All through my tough times, man, I still had a smile that'll pull a bad bitch looking fresh from a mile. Get smoke black and miles, get drunk, act wild, like pow plus kung, what's that kung pow? Bitch, they can't fuck with me and I'm only 19. I'm trying to reach peaks that they will not achieve. By the rate that I'm going, I will be in history with the Eminem, Nas, Tupac, Biggie, MCs. I'm hard as it gets, I go hard as her nips. When she's feeling on her pussy, love how your boy spit. I can't blame her, yeah, I'm great, I guess I'm too cocky. I'm headed to the top and ain't letting shit stop me. 10-4 over out, do you hear me copy? Abercrombie, Ralph Lauren, the new Versace. So many rhyming ways like Quan, I got a hideaway. Got the cannon on me, but I might let Mariah spray. Damn, son, I got the swatter, you fly today. Damn, son, I'm not even trying all the way. Tim Hardaway, a ball like the hardest J's. It seems nowadays that people hate the hardest things. And I know that one day I'll shine and all these nights spent writing ain't no waste of time. I tell them, pay me all my pennies, don't waste a dime. Save that whole shit over there and don't waste my time. The greatest of lines be coming out of my young mind, and bitch, I'm only 19, I had to say it 2 times for real. Most of these artists in their 20s ain't spit nothing. I've been fucking this thing called hip-hop since I was a youngin', you dig? That's why I'm like, where's my recognition? I've been spitting this quicksand, make sure to fall into when you listen. I go the hardest, dude, it's no gimmick. When I need money, dog, I go get it. And when it comes to my bros, you know I spend it on good ass weed, liquor, and denim. I ain't got a tattoo in a minute, but I'm hearing this, that can be different. Rimmer's Renegade 2, I killed it. These livers be spilling, I'm killing these kids, children, and puppies. Corella, DeVille, Evil, go overfeed a guppy. All the hoes love me. White ones give me sucky. The Mexicans give me tacos. The black ones think I sing country. I'm going for all the money, shooting for all the kudos. It wouldn't be APE if I didn't mention Black Sumo. T-Tunes, what it do, bro? Last time we was 2 thrown. When I spit it like this, I mean business, so put your suit on. Justin, that's my brother, our best friend since a youngin'. We both got the same mom, so he feels for me when I struggle. They say I need a muzzle. They're just trying to hush me. Hush puppies and puppets, I'm finger fucking their oven. No discussion, disgusting. I'm hyper feeling so uppity. Sitting around writing, thinking about how they can't fuck with me. Why can't I just be sucker free? Ironically, they look up to me. Utterly, but suddenly dodging in the fuckery. Massacre the opponents, word of John, cause he chosen to win. I'm fucking these hoes and these flows, I should sign a Trojan. I feel like I'm in the ocean and I'm the biggest creature. You wanna talk about fire? About fire? Well, this is ether. Cody, hey, nice to meet you. A compliment on your features. These girls just want a cake just like a zebra. I'm sick, they're just a fever. I'm a MacBook, you're a beeper. I'd kill them on a song until they don't want to feature. And that's the rap.
Whoa. Yes.
That was more like a and I appreciate that too, because I know this isn't like the right audience for it, you know. But also I'm gonna do the spoken word one. And okay, this is not something I usually do. So let me get the I said spoken word. Words that I've spoken just to show concern. Because honestly, I have little faith in society, especially in this little town called Flint. Materialistic kids running around rocking the nice machines. Premature future mothers trying to swallow me. And it makes me only ask one question. Who designed this thing? White or black here, we're all labeled no good. Have you noticed in every city, MLK's the hood? Because it's part of a bigger scheme not understood. It's part of a bigger scheme not understood. They want us to be dumb, uneducated fools. And it's not cool. And we just close more schools. Lead in the water's just a starter. And this old lead in the water's just a start, and this is old news. And then spoken, that just says spoken word. But yeah, that's my buddy, Third Eyezik, Amir, he's on it. So if you want to come on up here and do your part. And this one actually has more subject to it. And then after that, it's what I did at school and that'll be my time. But we don't have the beat to it or nothing, so we'll just. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
I was like, alright, hold on, let me get the emphasis on this one. I was like, alright, check it. It couldn't be any realer, just an open mind, a microphone, and a computer. I woke up from my nap, I was snoozing till my dad drunk, yelling at me, calling me stupid or a dropout student, or maybe it was worthless. I wish instead of his drinking, he would support my music. Man, instead of me dreaming, I think I should just do it. But sometimes I'm overwhelmed and it gets confusing between discipline and knowing if he's being abusive. Says offensive shit to me that makes me feel like a loser, but I keep my head up high and just keep on moving. With headphones in my ears, I gotta keep on grooving. Okay, hold your head up and just keep moving. Yeah, hold your head up and just keep moving. Okay, hold your head up and just keep moving. I know sometimes life's hard and it gets confusing.
Cigarettes, coffee, and Adderall, feeling like I got launched out of a catapult, floating like an inner tube, sipping gin and juice in my little brother's tennis shoes, never even finished school. I became a criminal, misfit, hooligan, used to experiment with different hallucinogens out in Arizona where I met all my coolest friends, did a lot of stupid shit, but I don't apologize cause I slit my wrist like 1,000 times. Don't know how I'm still alive, but I must be here for a reason, reading these lyrics off of this paper, freezing my ass off at the bus station, but fuck waiting. I'm fin to record, my pen is a sword and it's dripping with gore. This is just evidence of an inner war, trying to get to a place I've never been before.
Okay, hold your head up and just keep moving. Yeah, hold your head up and just keep moving. Okay, hold your head up and just keep moving. I know sometimes life's hard and it gets confusing. That would be that one. The last thing I have is what I wrote today in class as part of an assignment. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna take this too because you guys are open here to all different things and whatnot. So let's get to this one. It's called What to Know About Me by Cody Gipson. Hello, my name is Cody Gipson, and there's a few things about me I think you should know. I'm 20 years old, I enjoy making music and writing a lot, but I have terrible handwriting. Every day I write 2 to 3 raps and sometimes even more. If you see one of my notebooks, you wouldn't even be able to read anything. Honestly, if it wasn't for music, I probably wouldn't even write at all. Sometimes I stay up all night doing it and miss school. It's literally one of the only things I enjoy. Some of my favorite artists are Kendrick Lamar, Big Crit, Action Bronson, Nas, Vic Mensa, John Connor, and the list keeps going on. Besides writing raps, I also enjoy the producing and mixing side of it. If it weren't for the beat, there wouldn't be no backup sound. It's pretty much the foundation. And when it comes to mixing, there's so many different effects that you can do, from equalizer, pitch change, reverb, pause stretch, ad-libs, compressor, and even something called wah-wah. And what's really cool about recording, it's open mind environment. So what you make's all up to you. I personally wish I could sing, but it's something I struggle with. I hope to take vocal classes someday. I do believe it will make me a better artist. Nowadays, artists are doing it all, from making the beat, writing to it, directing their own videos, managing themselves, and legally owning all their rights. All of these I hope to do myself as well. I would really like to attend mock college for a business degree in music and a minor in music engineering. All of these will make me a lot more successful. I'm very grateful and proud of myself for writing. I see myself come a long way from where I started. And I see myself come a long way from where I started, and I want to continue and keep getting better. There's nothing like when you hear what you wrote over the instrumental when it's recorded, and it's completely different. From when it's recorded, it's completely different from just saying it repetitively out loud. Writing music is definitely my favorite thing to do, and if you ever get a chance, you should check it out on SoundCloud, YouTube, or see it in person at a show.
All right, one more time for Cody Gipson.
All right. Daniel in the house.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Fine, thank you.
Same thing he says to everybody.
Well, I kind of went on a vacation recently, and about a month ago, actually. This is a song I made about it. I hope you like it. It's called The Pines because it was near the woods. So. This isn't a love story or anything, but she ended up passing away, and I was very upset by that. So. Yeah, this is another song I wrote a while ago. It's called Every Time, and I hope you like it.
And
messed up on it. The last song I will do is part of a greater concept that I haven't worked out yet, but it's 2 parts in it, but it's just 1 song. And I actually wrote the second part first, put it at the end, so. Music, but my friend and I have to leave. He's getting antsy, so. Have a nice night. What?
Did you bring me your CDs?
No, I
You
forgot.
didn't? Oh, okay. Next time.
I made a new song and I wanted to put it on.
Crap, no, you
Do you have a site? Do you have a site?
Yeah, Daniel J. Pender at SoundCloud. I have a Facebook, but Facebook is fucking up and you can't go to it from my Facebook page. So, Daniel Pender at SoundCloud.
Okay.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Sweet. All right, looks like we just got 3 more. We're gonna let Nadia start off the last 3. So give it up for Nadia.
No, that's all. So, how are you guys tonight? I know. Right. I have one more plug-in. Writer's Circle for people who like to write or like to hear stuff or poetry or any of it. We are meeting every Wednesday at 5:30 at Cafe Rema on Saginaw Street. We also have a Facebook page, so if you want to check out Writer's Circle and like it, then you can see
what day?
Huh?
Every what day?
Every Wednesday, as they used to call it the Odin's Day, the middle of the week, also referred to as Hump Day. The middle of the week, 5:30 at Cafe Rema.
Mercredi.
Yes?
If anybody's interested in doing NaNoWriMo this year, they're having their kickoff party Saturday. I can't remember the details, but if you look up Red Hot Writers Flint, it'll be there and it'll give you all the details. They usually meet at the library at UM Flint, but I'm not sure if that's where they're doing it this year.
Got it. Thank you. So, Red Hot Writers?
Red Hot Writers.
Red Hot Writers opening party for NaNoWriMo. Check out the page, the Facebook page.
I just know if you go and type that in, it'll come up. They sent me an email, but I can't remember the details.
Thank you. I have 3 pieces for you tonight, possibly 2 depending on time. And this is from my blog called Everhart's Notebook. So online I write as Everhart. So this one is called Make It Out. I dipped the brush in the paint and it began all over again. I heard the same track, heard the violins, heard the orchestral lifts. The sounds of the earth dimmed until you were in the eye, in the thick of it, in the void, and there was silence, and you were walking further and further away from it, from everything. You were in the tunnel and you were escaping from the hell. You ran amid explosions and thunder, stray shells and heat, the stench of blood and sulfur and gunpowder, sweat and death, dirt and blood smudge on your cheeks and forehead. You ran as hard as you could, clamping your hand to your leg, trying to keep the wound from bleeding harder, running to safety to bind and straighten it. Running from the thick. You taste the copper on your tongue. You hear hell's chorus roar, and you wonder how much longer it's going to last, when the clouds will clear, when the hounds of hell will cease snapping at your heels, when the carrion crows overhead cease their cries, when all the terrors up and quit and go back to their respective holes. And you know this isn't how it works. You know they'll never stop. It'll always be war, and it'll always be demons, and you'll have backs to save in hopes that when the time comes, they'll save yours. You realize that you need to face it and fight instead of running. And slowly you turn, and the wolves are charging, the birds aiming their beaks, getting ready to dive, the enemy coming forward, faces, unrecognizable faces that sound like familiars, spectral, faces of all those who have. Get out from under the covers, get out. The same internal voice shouts, get out. You're losing time, you're dying, you can't stay here, you're losing everything when you could be out there. Get out, get out. This song is an anthem, and the voices rise together, and they tell you to rise and face it. Rise and be tall, recollect your spine and your strength, and push through the thick film encasing everything. You turn and curl inward, drowning it out with the steady ripple of a circadian rhythm that drifts you in your cocoon atop the dream waters, Viking boat pyre ready to set you and your doubts ablaze. You need to stop running. How many nights must you do this? How many drawings will draw the suffering out? Time loses itself in sleep, but you must wake and return to the things you dreamt of, the things you believed in, the sage voices of the authors old who guided you by the hand as a child in the pages of books, speaking of the struggle between good and evil, of magic, of right, of fighting the corrupt, of warnings, of signs and blessings. Think back to before you picked up this brush, to the awkward pencil scribbles, like the first steps you took, stumbling sideways, to the scrunched faces and heavy marks. It was learning all over again. An arm always larger than the other, the limbs too far drawn out, the torso contorted. It was all wrong. Time was short, and if you didn't figure it out soon, you wouldn't be able to live with yourself. This one is called The Constant. Drawing from the last of your reserves, you will try and you will keep trying, in spite of everything, in spite of how much it takes out of you. And you will keep going, and you will keep trying at all costs. You will write under all conditions, in all kinds of weather. You will turn and collect and share and write. Above all, you will write. You will capture the smallest sense and memories and write. You will press your lips to the earth and write. You will climb, rock by rock, to the stars ahead. And in the mad darkness under cover, you will write. Until the sun rises, you will write. As your skin ages and your hair grays, you will write. As people come and go into your life, you will write. As the sun crosses and crosses the heavens in the Greek style, you will write. And when he dies, you will write. In spite of the pain, when they go out like lights that spent their wicks, you will write of them. You will salute them until your time comes. As we circle around the center of death, you will share each thought to quiet the mad birds, to spread the light of those lost, to staunch the blood, to celebrate successes, to feel the hood removed from your head so you can take off from the falconer's arm, so you can feel the current lift your wings and feel the force of flight, defy gravity, escape, escape. And this last one is called Studies Under a Moon. It's like three separate images. What I have to tell you about tonight is the band of gypsies in France, 1850s, thick woven shawls and layered skirts, boots, men in their woven vests, bands of wagons traversing the roads, horses and donkeys and goats in their herds, wandering through forests, their nights made of fireside circles and stories spoken in thick accents, and the women dancing to guitar, the deep-throated wail of duende in Spanish capes. And their descendants, in t-shirts and hoodies, wandering from the apartment complexes that stand as prisons, inhibiting generations of movement, of real living, as the moon rises, and together, just a little inside the woods, into a slight clearing bordered by elms and firs, straining to touch the stars, they ignite bundles of newspaper with a cigarette lighter, soak branches in lighter fluid, though they know its dangers, gather around the city crackle. One picks up his guitar and adjusts his cap, and begins in low tones. The other voices join as they stare into the burning dance, and hands clap, and some, in their song, they long to stand and twirl. Round and round. Kick up dust and lose the sensation of having two arms, two legs, hands, feet, and torso, becoming one with the grass and dirt and stars and night and all of everything, as the man strums his guitar, plucks the strings with daring, as the notes stir their blood, as the full moon rises slowly over the trees, round and ominous. He excitedly runs to the telescope after revising his calculations. He shoved the chair aside and leaped up, pushing away scrolls of parchment, his glasses askew, thinking only of the answer. His fingers shake with anticipation as he adjusts the lens. If it proved right, if it just so happened to be as he predicted, not only might the world never be the same, depending on how well they took or didn't take his answer, he would have to leave under cover of night, acquire many faces in many places, cover his tracks carefully, and preserve what precious few hours he had left. In the light of the moon, under the stars, the grass tickling my feet, I realize that among the smell of the dew and the night's clean scents, I smell something smoky, musky, and sweet. I smell the ashes of a fire. I smell of you. You are on the other side of the world this same night, on a mountaintop far away, rubbing your hands together for warmth, searching the stars for a sign that it's safe to return. Next to me are wildflowers and fungi, and I see no smoke or traces of the fire nearby for miles. Thank you, and if you'd like more, my WordPress blog is Everhart, H-A-R-T, writes, plural.wordpress.com. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Nadia. Is the Silver Hawk here?
Silver fox. Oh, the silver.
What was
You
it?
have a new name again?
No, Silver Hawk. Is anyone here by that name? Is that you?
That's me.
Alright. We got 15 minutes and we got someone else after you, so let's make it 7 minutes. And we'll
Get off the stage! Down!
see that silver. See that silver under your protect. I see that. Hey.
So, this summer, it's been difficult for me for when it comes to writing, because I just haven't had much time to do it. So, then I said, you know what? I'm gonna write a couple things in my trusty notebook here, and when I get more time, I can write some more. So what I'm going to share with you is the precious little time I've had to engage in writing endeavors. So you should feel special, as I do, standing here before you to share this. Now, for any of you, I would just like to say first, who's down and likes to share and express themselves on stage, then get down with Creative Alliance on one of our events. We'll do a creative collab showcase that you can be a part of. So all you gotta do is write down your information next to where you put your name, right here on this list here. For those of you that signed that list, and for those of you who didn't, you can sign that list and then put your information next to your name.
Email address.
Information, email address, can be a phone number, can be something else. So I don't like to restrict people in that information that they would like to give. So, with that said, I'll do this one first because this one was inspired by Nadia. When we do like writer circle stuff, we always give an assignment, and her assignment was something to do with spewing ink like an octopus. Something like that. So then I wrote something to that, and I'm like, what the crap am I gonna write to something like that? And then I wrote something to that. So this is what it was. The ink spews forth, my mind a cuttlefish, seeking to ascertain the texture of my surroundings, to truly understand and get to know it intimately. Mentally, I fold and shift, trying on new colors, shapes, and patterns, mimicking what I see, gaining a true understanding of jaggy, rocky daggers jutting out of an unforgiving terrain. I become that stone, to know what it is like to scrape that ankle of a passerby, to the soft slime of the wetland, dimly green, gently parting to reveal the sleek, bulbous eyes of the salamander. And that was it. Bulbous. Thank you, because yeah, I spent like 42 hours writing that. Okay, so then this one was inspired by this song from this chick, and I'll bring it in one of these times and let you guys hear it, because it's a good song. And she couldn't be here to sing it, you know, and I tried to get her to, but she said no, and I was like, why? And she's like, because I'm in Minnesota, and I live here. And I was like, so what? It's one day, come on. But you know, she was too selfish to do that. So I'll just read what I wrote to her song. And she was singing something like, you know, oh, she's so numb, and oh, you know, she can't feel it anymore. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got something for you. And I was like, the numbness of your sleeping hands fumble through the tingling. Your ringing words are chiming like a China shopping bully. They tug at me, I'm slipping, see me tumble, though not crumbling. I shattered fear of a lonely tear and overcame that feeling. Reeling through the atmosphere from blasting through the ceiling. I'm flying high up out of here, and seeing is believing. My future is not mirroring the cracking in your reasoning. The past now reflected is a looking glass revealing. Wisdom gained, though painfully, the truth ever unveiling. My spirit is prevailing and assailing doubt like villains. My heart is beating prominent, a muscle exercising. I have exercised my stifling base desires like demons. I'm scattering the pieces of a shell of what was once a broken psyche of a dying heart, tainted love with venom. Peek through your disguise and fantasies, I watched your weaving, leave you twisting in a web of lies no matter how you spin them. I played along too long. What was the use pretending? All I've done is waste my days with you until my youth was ending. Though I never want it back, neither seeking new beginnings, I take my collected lessons and experience like winnings. Thank Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm wise to you this time. All right, give it up
Oh,
for Terry.
where's that
Always good. All right, Mr. Mike Butts.
Yep.
Open this mic out.
Yo, hello? Is it? I wanted to get comfortable up here, but we're tight on time right now. Oh, it's on. I just wanted to say you guys are an extra cute crowd. At times tired, like my man's passed out over on the wall. And I just wanted to open up a dialogue about like what this is, because I'm from out of town, and I appreciate this. And I was talking to someone, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to open mic. I go to open mic sometimes, and I'm new in the area, trying to get to see some like-minded people. And they're like, oh, that's therapeutic. Like, that's really therapeutic. And there's this like idea that if you just sit down with people and talk about shit that's honest, like unaffected, outside of your personal relationships, like it's not supposed to be part of your relationships, like therapy, or it's therapeutic. So I kind of resent him for saying that now. But I'm not going to express that because I know he didn't mean shit by it, you know? And I was going to have someone come up and play the drums. I rap, I guess. I write a lot, it comes out as rap. So I'm just going to do one rap. That I was actually locked in a dark, cold basement for like 2 years, and it says write one thing, and this is what I came up with. So this is like my opus.
You want drums?
Okay.
You know, yeah. What?
You want drums?
You got like a simple beat?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
He's just
Actually, you know what? I
from
might go
stardom.
acapella with
Man of the
with
day
this
here.
one.
Oh, shut it down.
Super J!
He's the
Damn, I
doo-wop
probably
backup
won't use the
singer.
microphone, actually. Is that okay? You guys?
Perfect. Don't use it.
It's about childhood. And nostalgia, like the bad effects of it, I guess. I woke up bright and early. Last night I had to be in bed by 9:30. This young kid life is full of boredom, ain't no freedom. Don't want to take these stupid pills, but my mama tells me that I need them. Like attention deficit causes tension inside the classroom. And if you're not attentive, the teachers say you're a bad dude. But it's the weekend, fuck it, I ain't gonna take them. I'll just lay down on the couch and turn on PBS. Yes, that's my favorite. Arthur the Aardvark. Homie came through with the holographic Charizard. I stared at it for 20 minutes. Whoa, I'm tripping. Young thoughts get intimidated by religions, but I think that fire-blowing beast is probably the reason I'll be blowing fire trees. Shit. I can't even think about the future. My eyes straight glued to the screen of this computer. Like, if I try for it, I can beat my brother's high score. He's Michael Jordan, I'm Scottie Pippen. We're on the same squad, I'm just not as gifted. Shit. At least we got a pot to piss in. We got a spot to kick it. Thankfully, my pops make a living. That's that song. That's No, I wasn't locked in the basement. I just wrote that one time. It's over at 10?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 9:55. Should I just
do it? Yeah, you got it. You're the last guy. You play us out.
This one's real traditional rap, dirty rap song I wrote when I was kind of angry. And there was a nice beat that went with it, so it worked out, but I'm just going to say it. Goes, call me Tommy Choo with Tommy Choo Choo Train. I spit the shit to leave your underpants with doo-doo stains. Your crew's lame. You're on your Bluetooth talking bank. I'm in my food booth smelling like dank on an early train. From the burbs to the city, early bird gets the worm. I had some herbs in my fitted. I tip my cap, break it down, then I roll. Puff pass, only secondhand smoke for the scoundrels. The scallywags, we throw the bodies in bags, put tallies up on the board and show them how I could add, subtract that really good public education. Cause we forgot the lessons after school when we faced blunts. That's my mic butt. I'm on the internet too.
All right, thank you all for a fine evening. I hope you all have a good evening. What I usually like to say, so I'll tell it to you and tell it to everyone. We are the Creative Alliance. Okay, so every third Wednesday, this is sort of our piece to come to the public. Every other Wednesday, that's not the third Wednesday of the month, we're at Churchill's from 7 to 8. So that's a traditional meeting where we get together and talk about events and sort of programs that we want to incorporate into the community.
Create events. You got an idea for something? We can make it happen
like-minded
sometimes.
people talking about that. that sort of
Good
thing.
job on the sound too, brother.
So so check out Creative Alliance, check out Brian's open mic at Lunch Studio every first Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. And have a good night. Thanks so much.
Hey.